Welcome to Fate or Fortune, a game of chance where you can walk away with gold fit for a kingdom, or the fate of a true hero. I am your host, the Wishmaster, a granter of destiny who communes with the goddess of fate and the powers of destiny to procure your rewards. We have before us tonight a cliche vampire named Double D, a nobleman turned undead by the powers of a royal nightwalker, seeking to find a way to cure his affliction and seek revenge on those who killed his family. First, Double D, you will choose your first chest. This animated and docile mimic will be your companion for the remainder of this journey, inside of which contains your destiny brought to now. After you choose this chest, we will begin revealing the contents of the other chests, one by one, tempting you with rewards and offers along the way. You must resist, of course, unless the calling of destiny is deafened by the roar of rolling cold. But before we can truly begin, we must first understand the burden of your sin. Mr. Double D, please roll a 1d4. Or sorry, 1d14. A 12. Mr. Double D, you have the burden of revenge. Which actually is kind of weird how that works out. Anyways, you have the burden of revenge. So, what this means is you can replace any item on the board with 1 million gold. Choose carefully and think. Will you choose a fate to be replaced with 1 million gold, or a fortune to be replaced with 1 million gold? So, yeah, Mr. Double D being a simple man, he's probably going to just double up. So just going to replace the rusty coin with 1 million gold. Alrighty. Go ahead and update the board. Okay. This from what the heck is this even again? That's interesting. Okay, so look from fucking H of 20. Sorry, I just messed with my Excel spreadsheet right now, because this changes the entire game. And then I got a cat attacking me, so that's great. Cat, get out of here, cat. Goddamn cats. Okay. So, the power of Mr. Double D is actually H of 21. Okay. Now that is computed. So, Mr. Double D has replaced the singular rusty coin with 1 million gold. Now, Double D, you must choose your first chest. And just for the point of basically further games understanding like how this game works, we're just going to start off by picking chest 19. Just so that way we can kind of just go down the line, just kind of go on and go on. So, 19, we shall just click on that, and we're going to make it yellow. Boop. That's how we're going to know that is the first chest. Now, this sin of revenge represents the inner turmoil within you. Will you succumb to the darkness of revenge and lose who you are along the way? Or will you resist and find redemption using your newfound gifts? Who knows? But as we progress this game, The turmoil of your sins will accumulate with more powers, which you will gain if you refuse the offers. And now we can truly begin. So, Double D, you will choose 10 chests to open. These mimics will reveal their contents, and they will be dismissed from the game. After 10 chests, you will be tempted with an offer, and if you refuse, the power of your sins will grow. So, we're basically just going to go down the line. We're going to start with chest 1, which is 10,000 gold. And 10,000 gold is off the map. Next, chest 2. Demigods. So, what happens when you reveal a fate is we look at this board, the risk of fate. So essentially, the risk of you having a safe encounter with demigods is not in your future. Next, we're going to choose 3. And you guess it, we're just going to go down the line. So, 50,000 gold is removed from the board. Now, so far, Mr. Double D, you have lost 3 decent opportunities. Opportunities that could have reversed your condition. So you may want to be more careful. Perhaps going down the line isn't such a good idea. So, Mr. Double D in a panic. He's freaking out. He's beginning to understand that his choices have consequences. And so he's going to choose chest 13, inside of which is the Devourer. A great cosmic hunger that floats through the astral sea, devouring planets and all life in its way. Or at least he lost a safe encounter with it. Who knows what that means when it's faced with the Devourer. Alright. Choose another chest. Chest 18, perhaps. Dragons. No safe dragons are left in his future. Next, he's going to choose 16. Ah, yes. Deadly demons. So, demons are no longer in his future. However, this means that now we are faced with something different here. Now we are faced with a dangerous game. So, your fates are now dangerous. Oh, sorry. Oops, I actually read that wrong. They're deadly. Deadly encounters. Come on, get. Okay, that's good enough. They are now deadly encounters. So in 5 chests, read that wrong. In 4 chests from now, when you're presented with your offer, it may be a deadly opportunity. We shall see what that means, Double D. Choose wisely. He's going to choose number 7. The Undead. So, the Undead. A deadly encounter with the Undead. Now, that could mean anything. It could mean perhaps vampires ripping him apart for betraying their kind is no longer on the board. This could be a good thing, Mr. Double D. A good thing indeed. Or perhaps not. We shall see. The next chest he shall choose is 9. 1,000 gold removed from the game. Mr. Double D. What a shame. Now, 2 more chests. Now let me count just to make sure. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yes, 2 more chests. Double D. Chest 30, perhaps? Ah, yes. The rusty coin, and hence 1 million gold removed from your future. What a shame, Double D. A real shame. Now choose your final chest. The Chimera. So essentially, a monstrosity composed of 3 beasts, such as a lion, a snake, and a goat, has been removed from your future. A deadly encounter that many would choose to avoid. Now, Mr. Double D, it is time for a tempting offer. Now, you are currently faced with a deadly game. This means 2 things. It means your offer is going to be something better than deadly. But it also means that if you continue, you may not be ending on a deadly game. So, if you choose this offer, you will be walking away into a deadly situation. Your offer is a measly sum of 60,000 gold. However, you shall be ascertained with a deadly encounter with, I'm going to say, constructs. Yes, the goddess thinks that there are traps designed to kill you. Now, being a vampire, you do have certain weaknesses from constructs. It could be a time-traveling robot, for example. Or it could be you just fall down the stairs and, you manage to rip off the stair rail, revealing the spindles, and the wooden spindle pierces your heart, killing you. So, that is your future, Mr. Double D, if you accept it. A deadly encounter with a construct. But you gain 60,000 gold. 60,000 gold to perhaps invest in a cure for vampirism, or a weapon to kill them all. What do you say, Double D? And Mr. Double D is he's looking around. He's like, oh Jesus Christ, I don't know what to do. He's like, 6,000 gold. That's a lot of money. More money than I've ever seen, even being a nobleman. But I have to say no. So he says no, and the Wishmaster goes, of course. Very well, Double D. Now, let's give you the temptation of sin. Now, revenge doesn't suit you very well, but a 10 will. And with a 10 comes the power of pride, and you being a nobleman are quite the proud fellow, believing in your heritage, your birthright. And speaking of birthright, instead of 1 million gold, why not play for 2 million gold? Yes. Now things are getting trickier. The risks have become greater. You must choose now 7 chests before your next offer. Be careful, Double D. Be very careful indeed. So, Mr. Double D, he's gonna pick 22. It is a 1 gold. And the game has progressed back into a safe game. Very good, Double D. Very good. This means your next offer, if you stay safe, could be the offer to end the game. After all, you do have 2 million on the board, which spikes up your gold offer. But you shall see in 6 chests, of course. He's going to choose chest 28, which is Beasts. Yes, Mr. Double D. Beasts. A safe encounter with the beasts are removed from your future. Next, he shall choose 26, which is 500,000 gold. That hurts, Double D. That gold could have been used to perhaps rebuild your life after the destruction of the vampires that have plagued you. 4 more chests. He's going to choose chest 5, which is bees. He goes, yes, a safe encounter with bees. No honey for you. Okay. Double D, he's starting to get a little sweaty. As a vampire, he doesn't really sweat, so who knows what this liquid is. But anyways, perspiration. He's got to think hard. Which chest is he gonna pick? And he picks 11. Ogres. Ogres will not plague his future. Alright, Double D, 2 more chests. So, Double D, he's looking at 15 suspiciously. He's been eyeing him this whole time, and that's because it is full of ants. No ants in your pants. Very good, Double D. You are picking wisely, choosing very carefully. Now, one final chest before your new temptation. And then, finally, Mr. Double D, power. And Double D is looking around. He's kind of keeping 19 pretty safe, so he's going to choose 20, which is constructs. And he says, yeah, that's what they get for threatening to spike me. And he says, very good, Double D. Very good indeed. You have, in a way, put the knife in my back. I offered you death by staircase, and you have eliminated the staircase. Now, speaking of staircase, the offer itself has climbed. Now, you are being granted great reward. So, your offer, if you choose to accept it, Double D, is a safe encounter with babies. Sounds pretty decent. Sounds like something any ordinary fellow would witness. However, this safe encounter with babies includes 129,000 gold. That is more than double your previous offer. And what it could mean for you in the future is great, Double D. Not only with this money can you kill every vampire who plagues your world, you can rebuild your life. You can cure your affliction. What say you? Now, just a note for me as the game master. This would actually be a really good stopping point for Double D. I think it would be, one hell of an offer. 129,000 gold. Like, who gets it? The whole safe babies thing. I don't really see that really playing into a campaign, but any good GM would find a way. So, technically, I feel like a person would choose this and walk away, but we're gonna keep going. So Double D is going to say no. How dare he? And you watch as the Wishmaster, he gets angry. He goes, that was a good offer. How dare you say no to me? I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. You did magnificent, Double D. How noble of you. Now, in order to further guide you in your quest, we have brought before you someone that you may have lost from the great beyond. And you just watch as Double D's horribly eviscerated family. They're stitched back together, they're in full health, and they walk on stage and he goes, my family! He's all in tears, he's sad, and he's like, oh yes, Double D, this is your family. This is your quest. This is what you are fighting for. Now, Double D, you have chosen to continue, and they shall guide you after you roll another 14. Ah, yes, very good. Now, surely you have seen the wrath of the night. Your family is slaughtered before you. But now, the sin of wrath is here to grant you mercy. At any point throughout this game, you can reduce the risk of fate by 2. So if you were to use it now, you would be faced with a rewarding opportunity. But But we shall continue. Just remember, Double D, you can reduce the difficulty of the risk of your fate by 2 points. So you could reduce it from deadly to life-threatening, safe to rewarding. Or you can even just move it from life-altering to rewarding, for example. But if you end the game on a rewarding note, it will serve no purpose. And so we continue. You shall choose 5 chests. And then more power. So Mr. Double D is gonna kind of flash around it. Oh, we're just gonna take out the 5 across the top here. So we're gonna take out 20, which is Old Gods. And it is now a life-threatening game. So we take out the Old Gods. Then he says, oof, the Old Gods. They could have proved useful, Double D. Ooh, 250,000 gold. Oh, Mr. Double D, you should have ended the game when you had a chance. Which somehow I must have already eliminated that. Next up we have 23, which is sadly Double D, the New Gods. They would have been a great help. Granted, a life-threatening help. How sinister. Next up, 5,000 gold. Nothing should be missed, Double D. And then, finally, 27. 100,000 gold. Now, you played very risky, Double D. However, what you don't realize that with risk comes great reward. Even though the gods have abandoned you, I have not. The goddess of fortune, of fate, and just the role of fortune itself grants you a magnificent offer. So you are being faced with a life-threatening situation from goblins. However, survive, overcome these odds, and you shall be rewarded, Double D, with 178,000 gold. That is much better than your previous offer. How could you say no? And, yep, we're just gonna keep going. So this Double D says no to me. And you watch as, like, the Wishmaster, like, doubles in size pretty much. Like, he's fucking pissed. He's like, oh, how could you say no to me? And, his skin kind of turns red for a second, like, horns split out of his skull. He's like, ugh. And then he calms down. He's like, ooh, sorry about that, Double D. I didn't mean to scare you. I just hate when people say no to me. Yes. Very well, Double D. You have proven your mettle. Or perhaps you have proven your stupidity. We shall continue, Double D. Your sin manifests for one final time. Roll a d14. And this time it is a 2. Ah, so Mr. Double D. Apparently I haven't done enough to make you happy. The goddess of fate, her offers have fallen on deaf ears. Your destiny apparently calls too loudly to you. So, to help quiet this loud noise, I offer you blasphemy. Seeing how you've blasphemed us 3 times so far. You have the power to counter the offer. So, I give you this power now. Counter offer. You can use it now or at any further presentations of offers. You counter with your own offer. And if I accept it, it is game over. If I deny it, we continue on my terms. So, Mr. Double D, do you have anything you would like to say? And Mr. Double D, he's like, kind of like shifting. He's like, the only offer I'm going to change it to is a rewarding encounter with goblins. The goblins, they're gonna work for me, and they're gonna bring me this gold. And together we're gonna eliminate all the evil vampires from the land. And the Wishmaster goes, a noble offer. Let me think about it. No, Double D. You shall not have a goblin army to kill vampires. That's just not how it works. Now shut up and play the game, damn you. So, Double D, you have 4 chests. And keep in mind, you have the power of Rat's Mercy. Rat's Mercy still. So, choose wisely. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chests remaining. 4 chests until your next offer. And Double D, he's just gonna take out these bottom 3 and then take out this one. So 4 eliminated. It's 5 gold. Oh, very good, Double D. Chest 6, 500 gold. And it is now a life. It doesn't look good. A life altering situation. So what do we take out though? 500 gold. He says, oh, Double D. Little do you know, Double D, that just spiked up your offer tremendously. Pick 2 more. 50 gold. Sorry, my cat's being stupid. 50 gold, Double D. Incredible. And now for the final chest of 17. It is the 2 million gold. Oh, Mr. Double D, you should have taken the offers that we presented to you. How pathetically sad. Before you chose chest 17, your offer would have been 240,000 gold. Sorry, 285,000 gold. But sadly, Double D, you failed. And now for your reward. How happy of a moment this is. Your reward is... Oh, sorry, not your reward. Your offer is this. 20 gold. Did you accept? No, of course not. No, Mr. Double D, we play for fate now. A fate that is either goblins, babies, 10 gold, or 100 gold. Now, proceed. What chests do you choose? And keep in mind, you choose 2 chests before your next offer. And Double D, he's hanging his head low. He's gonna choose 10, which is 100 gold. And then he's just like, oh! And he's gonna choose 14. Risky chest of 14. And it's babies. So, it's not a dangerous game. It says, oh, Double D. Final offer before you must choose which chest to walk away with. Now, Double D, do you continue this dangerous game? It is a dangerous encounter with goblins. But we'll give you 3 gold out of it. How does that sound? No? No, of course not, Double D. No, because you're the prideful and nobleman that you are. And now you will leave with nothing. Now choose. Do you accept your destiny in chest 19? Or do you risk the fate of chest 12? And Double D, he's sitting there, he's like, there's a reason I came this far. I'm gonna stick with 19. And the Wishmaster bows his head and says, chest 19 is 10 gold. Here, I have it in my pocket, Double D. And he just pulls out 10, kind of like linty gold coins, and he says, usually when we reward people, we usually get it from the treasury, which is full of, shiny gold coins, but I might as well just pay you out right now. And he clacks the coins on this golden desk in front of Double D, and he says, I hope this 10 gold carries you very far in your career as a vampire hunter. For in Chest 12, you had a rewarding encounter with goblins. And he says, my advice to you going forward, Double D, is don't take the obvious path. Actually, matter of fact, don't take risks. Don't be risky at all. Just, if you see the easy way, take the easy way. And maybe that'll save your neck next time. And that, folks, is how you play a full game of Fate or Fortune. Or in Double D's case, not Fate and no fortunes. So, and that is where we shall leave off. This is an open note to the world, however, that new players are wanted. So, what's going to happen is this video shall be posted on YouTube for a whole week. At this time of next week, I will be going through the comment section. I shall be seeking out worthy candidates, and these candidates shall present to me with their tabletop game characters, or perhaps even just characters that they imagine that they would like to play. These characters will play this game, the board will be randomized, and rewards shall be distributed. And that is where we leave off. So, my daring, risky adventurer comrades, don't be like Double D. Play it safe, or test me. Play it risky and find out what happens next time on Fate or Fortune.